On that last video, I told you the tale of how I came across owning one of these majestic things. So let's take a look at how it performs, eh? Over the holidays, I visited my parents in Central Texas and decided to take this along just to get some shots, because where I live now, it's not very scenic. It's a lot of desert and browns and browns and browns. But over there in Central Texas, there's trees and rivers and greens and trees and plants and stuff. So I figured I'd get some good footage. What I didn't mention in the last video is, yeah, the batteries. Batteries suck. The batteries suck. I bought so many new batteries for this thing, and anywhere between 15 and maybe 25 to 30 minutes off a battery. But no, I had to find a solution on how to power this thing for way longer, more efficient. So I found this little adapter plate here, MPF batteries. Check it out. Boop, boop, boop. Mounts to the side, adds quite a bit of bulk to it, but kind of another grip also. It's nice, and it lasts forever. I've not gone on a shoot and had one of these things run out. It's pretty great, pretty great. Yeah, the adapter plugs right into the 12 volt power plug there. What kind of lenses did I use? I decided to take along, like I said, I have a little army of micro four thirds lenses, cheap stuff. Here is a Panasonic 25mm 1.7. I think this thing costs 150 bucks. It's so small, it's light, compact, great. Crop factor. This thing has a crop factor of 2.8, I believe. So this 25 turns into what, 64, 74 millimeter? Math. You work with what you got, you frame accordingly and all that stuff. 1.7 with native ISO of 800, I believe, 400. Oh my gosh, I should have done my research. No research. Yeah, I have a ND filter on there, 3-stop ND, so it can handle it, The other lens I used is this 45 to 150. It does have image stabilization on it. If you hold it against your body and it's zoomed in, it has pretty darn good image stabilization. It doesn't shake as much, not as shaky, even with this at 25 mil, this thing's way more stable. What helps is this this viewfinder that magnetically attaches right to the back there. It's great because the screen's useless, absolutely useless. You can't, especially if you have bad eyesight and you're wearing glasses, dirty glasses, and there's a glare on the glasses, and there's a glare on the screen, and it's like a matte finish, and it's just all blown out. Nothing but reflection of the sun on that thing. So this thing's been a lifesaver. I would never have thought of it if it didn't come with that package that I got the whole thing with. Another point of contact. And super stable. Stable enough. 2.8 crop factor. Zoomed in all the way, 150. Let's see. Siri. Hey Siri, what's 150 times 2.8?
150 times 2.8 is 420.
So approximately a 420 millimeter zoom. Yeah, it's got some good lens compression. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at what I shot. My parents live on a pretty big piece of land out in Central Texas. They got some horses, some donkeys. They had some chickens, but a fox ate them, so you ain't getting no chickens. For these test shots, I was shooting in Cinema DNG RAW. This thing is very notorious for being picky about the kind of cards it takes. I had a SanDisk, the old reliable, the one that everybody uses on that, but I needed more. I was running out of room, especially in Cinema DNG RAW. Lots of data, lots of huge file sizes. Did some research and found out that this thing, these Kingston cards, it will take, they play together very well. This thing's 256 gigs. That's all I got for now, plus the 128 gig card, the SanDisk that I have before. So with these combined, I don't think I'm going to be using more than that. The picture profile, of course, on Cinema DNG RAW is flat. It's log footage. So you bring it into DaVinci, though, pick your color space, and it'll automatically turn to Rec 709. From there, these next clips, you'll see I pushed the colors, I graded some, I left some just the way they came out. As long as you nail that white balance, you're fine. It'll convert the footage into a good Rec 709 color space, and it looks beautiful. Here is a goose by the river. It was cloudy that day, so I tried to nail the white balance as close as I could, or to the appropriate number. I was hoping to have a nice sunny day. I've been out there during the sun, got some footage with other cameras before. It's beautiful, but here we got to deal with the clouds. In the city park, here's the most depressing Santa I've ever seen on display. He looks dead. Hopefully, Christmas won't be saved. And look at this, beautiful, just emotional shot. Lonely deer in the woods, sitting in the rain, light drizzle. Heartbreaking, heartbreaking. Here's a great example of me being zoomed in all the way at 150 on this Panasonic lens, and the stabilization's fantastic. There's no shakes. Look, hardly any shakes. Yeah, you can see a little jerky movement when I kind of try to follow the deer, but incredible image stabilization on this lens here. Now remember, this is only a 1080 picture. It's HD, but look at that clarity, that crispness. I would dare say that this definitely goes up against the 6K G2 that I have. Oh no, it's only 1080, but damn, that's some clarity. And look at that background blur. Who says on a Super 16 or Micro Four Thirds sensor you can't get that kind of background blur? What more do you want? That's fantastic. Nah. Now the color science on this camera is just incredible. I think it's like I'm there. It's like I'm there all over again. I'm smelling the woods. I'm smelling the old leaves. This shot here, first shot of the day, totally had the white balance set from the previous day, but boom, there you go. Immediate fix, like no problem, it doesn't break a sweat. That footage is gorgeous. Here I am again with the 150 millimeter zoomed in all the way, plus that 2.8 crop factor. She is far. You have no idea how far away that girl is. And this is a long shot. I just wanted to show you like that background compression and all the color grades. Look how flexible this footage is. You can push the colors, and I'm pushing them pretty hard here. You can get all sorts of grades, all sorts of colors, all sorts of looks on this footage. It's gorgeous. I love it. And there's so many ideas. It could be a horror film. It could be a romantic comedy that you're looking at. It could be a 70s thriller. I don't know. Look at all these colors and feels and looks that you can get off of this thing. It's endless. Here's a picture of her, though, like how far she really was, what the camera was. That background compression, that lens compression is insane on this thing. I dug up some footage of Jim Henson fishing back in 1972. Just kidding. It was just a random hippie guy fishing in the river with his hot pink pole there. Hot pink pole. Beautiful waterfalls. Real 70s look, I feel, with this particular shot. Again, you could push the colors in any direction that you want, pretty much. Same shot, totally different look. Boring shot of the river. I'm telling you, if that sunshine was out, what sucks is, as soon as we left this park, sun came out, beautiful. I was so mad. I was gonna go back, but I was too mad to go back. Pretty crazy lens compression here. It's a fairly wide river, and that background looks like it's like, whoa, hold on there, buddy. More goose. There is my little test subject, Edie, contemplating life along the banks. She's happy. Again, look at that background blur. Damn, that's some good bokeh. Or as Kasey says, tonne. I like the tonne on all of these shots here. Of course, you got to practice. You got to have the right combination of, well, the lens, the aperture, and everything, But it is achievable. Despite all its flaws, despite all its nuisances, I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it more. I'm afraid I might use it more than my 6K G2. No. Blasphemy. Maybe. I don't know. This is going to be a great B camera, though. I'm pretty darn sure that the footage will match without any problems. And, well, let's see what we come up with. Let's see what I can create with this thing. Short film, something, This is not the kind of camera that I would take to like a music video shoot. Definitely not run and gun. It's a very particular, well, that's what it's called, a cinema camera. It's very particular uses. I've seen other people's videos on like the massive rigs that they build out with this thing. I'm not going to invest anymore in what I already have. It's good enough. It's good enough. Just as long as I have a good tripod and some sort of lighting control, it's beautiful. So there you have it. Those clips that you just saw are the reasons I'm resurrecting this thing in 2026. It's gorgeous. It's a shame to just let it sit there on my shelves and gather dust. So let's brush it off and make some movie magic with it. Let me know. Point me in your direction. Let me see your videos, what you've gotten with it. Yeah, I got to get reacquainted with this bad boy. Catch you next time. Thanks for putting up with my rants. And for now, I leave you with ads.